I miss these elevated views. What's up, my hunting brothers and sisters? Today it is mid-July and we're going to go over saddle shape and what you need to be doing to get prepared for your upcoming deer seasons. Don't wait till the last minute. So stay tuned. All right, so you want to saddle hunt or be a mobile hunter. That's probably the better term in 2023, whether that's because it's a trendy thing to do or you feel it's going to make you a more effective hunter. The reasons are totally up to you. So anyways, this is a video I've been wanting to do here for the last month or so, but I've been so stinking busy with life and work and working on a film project and everything else. But here we are. It is, I think, the third week of July here in 2023. And I'm out here in the woods breaking out my saddle gear for the first time since I last hunted in January of 2023 for deer. And I'm doing that for a couple reasons, but I want to encourage you behind my main reason as well is, one, let's say you're a new mobile hunter, whether it's saddle hunting or on lightweight tree stands where you're running gunning, okay? You want to practice ahead of time. You want to get your system as dialed in as you can. This is my fourth fall of mobile hunting, saddle hunting, primarily. I mean, I don't do the lightweight tree stands, but when I started halfway through my first season of doing it. I was already halfway into the deer season. So I was learning on the fly while I was hunting, which probably is not the best idea to do. I mean, you're obviously going to learn throughout the course of your season and every season thereafter, but it was tough. Not that it wasn't, I mean, it wasn't like that hard, but just like, oh, I set up and I screwed this up, and I set up this time and I screwed that up. So what I've done the last couple of years is typically in July and through August and into September, I'm coming out once every other week. As it gets closer, once a week. And I'm going through my gear and I'm practicing my climbing and I'm practicing setting up, because come day one of season, I don't want to be fighting with that if I've patterned, say, an early season buck or doe or whatever the situation is. I don't want to be fighting it in the dark. I also, unless you really have practiced and you know your system, I would not go out for a morning set and setting up in the dark as your first one or two sets of the year. I'd encourage you to probably go for an afternoon set, so that you're climbing and all your gear, you're in the daylight, you can see everything, be more comfortable, and maybe even eat that last half hour so that you're coming down and it's not pitch black. Just again, till you get your system totally dialed the way you want it. Definitely if you're new to it. I know my first few times, that's what I did. I went out, at say 3 in the afternoon or 4 in the afternoon for an evening hunt. And then come about that last half hour, I was starting to pack stuff up because I didn't trust myself at that point to do it in the dark. This mobile hunting game now is inherently safe if you use all the tools that are at your disposal. But still, you just don't want to be fumbling around. But what you ought to be doing right now is getting in what we call saddle shape, okay? It's not physically taxing, climbing and up and down these trees and all that. But you know, there are physical aspects to this, and you want to get your body in tune to it. You want to know when you reach with your right hand to grab a stick or to grab the tree when you're making a move or reaching down to a dump pouch, that the outcome is what's expected. You know, I know when I reach down here to my left hip that my linesman rope is here, and I know the way it's attached, and I know the way it's tied, and I can quickly get it undone. I just climbed up and down my first time. It was very rusty. The first time since January, again, in what, over 6 months. So I was rusty, and I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna keep going. It also, if you're like me or some of these guys who've been doing this even longer, is a great opportunity to test out new gear or new techniques or changes, little tweaks to something. I don't care how long you've been doing it, there's something you should learn every single year and go, you know, I found that I kind of like this, or I saw on a YouTube video that somebody's doing this, I want to try it. Try it now, try it in August and September, and see if you can work some of the kinks out of that and see if you like it or don't like it, you know, while you're, you know, before hunting season start. Again, it's just that familiarity with things. You know, I got a pretty dialed system now. I really like it, but I'm still playing and tweaking with stuff. You know, I've been multi-stick climbing for the whole time I've been doing it. Late last year, I jumped into the one sticking game. Okay, so I bought this. I like them both, love them both. Then one day I got like this wild idea because I really still like using a platform. Okay, I like this, which goes with this. You can pair it with a one stick, but rather than the larger one stick, with that platform on it, I was like, well, what if I take one of my climbing sticks and convert it into a one stick, you know, with an aider on it. Everything's twisted here, but with an aider, the same principle. It's a little more streamlined, a little more lightweight. I hunted it that way, I want to say twice towards the end of the season, the middle winter. I think I'm going to kind of focus on it here going into this season and through the next couple months, play with it more, try and figure out which I like. And I don't have to be married to any one of these. I mean, there's times I can take multi-sticks. There's times, in fact, there's some public land stuff that I want to do in the hills. And while these are great, this is maybe the more compact and reasonable approach to just go all in one and just live with the platform. Even though it's a great platform, I still love using the top of my regular stick plus a regular platform. But sometimes maybe this is the right answer. So, you know, again, you know, it's trying to figure out what gear to use. It's also is practicing the things that are important, like how to properly wind your ropes up, whether you're using just a rappel line like this. This is 40 foot of Canyon Elite. How to wind it, how to use it, make sure everything's in good shape. Or if you're just using your simple 8 or 9 foot long tethers and lineman's ropes or whatever. I mean, again, how to manage the ropes and everything. Get the kinks worked out over the next couple months of doing that. You know, if you're one sticking, you know, you got to have some Dynaglide. Know how to wind it so it doesn't kink. And this is a traditional approach. In fact, this year I'm probably going to try, the Ultimator came out with their spool. They came out with it late last year. I've got one. I just haven't got it set up yet because I need to get some more Dynaglide because I don't want to scrap this. I want to keep this option in case this is what I like. So I'm going to pick up some more Dynaglide and do that. And then, you know, there's just some other gear. You know, and all these manufacturers out here, you know, I mean, all the big names, and now there's all these smaller names are coming out with innovative saddles, you know, innovative platforms, new climbing sticks, ultra light climbing sticks. You know, you look at like Tethered came out with their one sticks, and now Latitude's launching their Carbon Speed Series sticks. And I know that there's some others that are doing super lightweight stuff. You know, maybe you like the Eastern Wood sticks like I've been using, or, you know, Hunting Beast, the Beast Gear sticks. Those are awesome. Maybe it's the Skeletors. There's just tons of new ones, and I know there's new ones coming out that I'm not even aware of. You know, the platforms, it's just all kind, and new attachment methods. Oh my goodness, man, the different Amsteel, this, and, you know, different ways of, quick hitch and everything, so you can ditch the buckles and the cam straps and all that. There's so much cool stuff right now out there. So, you know, this is the time to play with it. You know, one of the things I've preached for a long time is saddle hunting gear, a lot of guys, they buy stuff. I've done it. I've bought stuff and tried it and been like, it's okay, and sell it and try something else that you like and you find you like better. So there's a constant flipping of gear. And you really want to get into new to you gear right now, July and August, because invariably you're like, man, I like XYZ's new platform. I really want it. And now it's September 15th and your season opens on October 1st, and you get on their website and they're completely sold out. And you're like, dang it, the time is now. If you don't like it, return it. If you don't like it, sell it and take a $20 loss. Who cares on it, to somebody else? I mean, that's a small price to learn what you like and don't like. So yeah, I really would like to encourage you to check out new gear, new saddles, new packs. That's one of the things I'm continually struggling with because I'm a filmer. And so trying to come up with a pack system that I like that serves my hunting needs, but 3/4 of my pack is filming needs. So, I'm constantly, well, I'll try this and I'll try that. I have so many stinking camera and backpacks and everything. And it's a continually evolving because I can't ever find exactly what it is I want. But it's an evolving process, and your hunting season should be an evolving process. So again, get out now. And I'll tell you what, I know this is late notice because today is July what is the date today? Today is July the 23rd in 2023. Next weekend in Kalamazoo, Michigan, it starts on Friday and this goes Saturday and Sunday, is the northern version of the Mobile Hunters Expo. They had the southern one in Chattanooga in late June. If you're in the southern Michigan area, if you can make it, even if it's a 4 or 5, 6 hour drive, trust me, it's worth the drive. I'm gonna be there the whole weekend, tons of friends there. But the beauty is you got all these companies there. You got Tethered, you got Latitude, you've got Eastern Woods Outdoors, you got Altimator, XOP, it's a who's who of the mobile hunting sector in the hunting industry. And it's a chance for you to try out their products. It's a consumer show. You can buy products. A lot of them offer show discounts. So this would be a chance for you to save 10, maybe 15%, maybe more. Who knows what kind of deals they all have going on. And just get out there. You can physically try it. They got fake trees set up and you can get on a Latitude platform and compare it to a Cruiser platform, or whatever, and see which one you like, or check out, Tethered's new saddle. They got a cool new saddle system coming out. Compare it to a Latitude saddle or whatever Cruiser's got, or, Trophy Line. There's all these different brands there, and there's all these smaller brands, that a lot of us haven't heard of, and there's merits to them all. But this mobile hunting game is so unique in that you can do what specifically works for you and tailors to your hunting strengths. Man, it's a great event. You need to get up there. There's going to be the film festival on that Saturday evening. That's going to be awesome. It's just going to be an awesome time. So you can go to, I'll put a link to their website down below. You can buy the tickets online. I think there's a couple bucks savings if you do it there versus the door. But man, all of you really need to get out there and get to that event. It's a great event put on by great people. But yeah, again, this is kind of a quick, down and dirty, no frills, all one take type of video here. But I did my first climb of the year. It was sketchy. It wasn't perfect. Like, it was screwed up. It rained, so the tree's wet. But I wanted to get out here. I wanted to get up on a tree. I wanted to, just run through the mental cycle. And I'm going to be doing this every week for the next several weeks to get that system down, because my hope is my season opens here where I hunt on September 15th. And it's an earn a buck, so I got to get on a doe and get it down, because hopefully I've got a buck pattern so I can get on that buck while I'm still in this summer pattern. So I want to be efficient and effective. And again, there's some public land opportunities I'm going to take advantage of this year, and I'm going to run and gun and do it that way, just because I want to. I want to challenge it. So there you go, long-winded as I always am. I'd apologize, but what good does that do? So anyways, get out there, get in saddle shape, get your gear out, get your system nailed down. If you got questions, leave comments down below. Check out others, in the saddle hunting sectors. Check out their videos. I got a ton of one-stick saddle hunting videos, that catalog of utilities out there for you to to check out, and it's there for you on the channel if you run some searches and weed through all my other stuff. But yeah, that's it. Again, late July, and man, deer seasons are, you know, for some of us 2 months away, and for the rest of us less than 3 months away. So enjoy the rest of your summers, get out there and practice. God bless, stay safe, and as always, it's a new day in the outdoors.